Hi friends, welcome to week 15 of art. Can you believe you've done 15 pieces of artwork with me already this year? The cold weather has inspired this cool painting of a polar bear in his icy landscape. It's been chilly here, but I'm thankful that it hasn't been this cold. For this lesson, we will be using the following elements of art: line, shape, color, texture, space, and value. We will review some color terms we talked about last week and briefly talk about a couple ways to show texture in our artwork. For this lesson, you will need your sketchbook or thicker white paper, a Sharpie or something black to draw with. It could be a black crayon or colored pencil as well. Watercolor paints, a brush, and water. No paints? You could use marker and water. No markers? Use crayons or colored pencils. You'll also need scissors and glue. The first thing you want to do is in your sketchbook or on a thicker piece of white paper, draw your horizon line. Remember, the horizon line is the line that separates the sky from the earth. I'm going to draw some mountains in the background and then add some wavy lines underneath them to show the middle ground and the foreground. So I think I'll start with my sky and use my red first to make some brush strokes. Maybe I'll add some brush strokes with orange next. It almost reminds me of the wind. Then, I'll wash my brush and use yellow to paint right over the whole sky. You can paint however you want. Maybe you want to use an ombre effect where your colors blend into one another so it looks like a sunset. Now I'll use mostly cool colors on the ground to show a cold sort of icy background. I'll use some blue first, and then use purple and blend those colors together. If you don't have paint, you can blend using layers of crayons, or use markers and water to create your watercolor. I know, red is a warm color, but I'm going to blend my red into this purple to create what color? If you said red-violet, you're correct. We learned about mixing a primary color, red, with a secondary color, violet, and how they make what's called a tertiary color. In this case, they mix to make red-violet. This next layer, I'm going to use blue and add a little extra water to create a lighter blue. Which element of art am I showing other than color? If you said value, you're correct. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. Alright, now that I'm finished with my background, I'm going to set it aside and work on my polar bear. In Module 15, I have this How to Draw a Polar Bear reference to look at. It's really easy. First, I'll draw a small circle a little above the middle of my paper. I'll add two eyes and an oval for the nose. Add a cute little mouth, and then draw a big curved line from the bottom of the paper, around the face, and back down to the bottom again. Add two arms using curved lines. I'll add two little ears using curved lines at the top of the head. These dots I'm drawing are to show value on my polar bear. Since he's white, we might see a little shadow. Using dots to shade is called stippling. That's a new word. The closer you put the dots together, the darker the area will look. Sometimes if you squint your eyes, it helps to see the value a little bit better. The dots also show texture. Now, cut out your polar bear and apply glue to the back. I'm using a glue stick, but you can use liquid glue as well. I like to flip my paper over and rub the back to make sure my glue sticks. There's my polar bear. He's so cute. If you like this lesson, you could also make more bears. You could maybe make a baby bear standing in front of the big bear as well. If you do this, your bears will be overlapping, and it would be a great way to show the element of space. Remember, the first thing you're going to do is to draw your background with a Sharpie or black crayon. Be sure to show a background and middle ground by using more than one line. Next, you'll paint your background. I used warm colors, but you don't have to do that. Maybe you'd like to research and paint the northern lights. Be creative. While that's drying, draw your bear. The reference sheet for the polar bear is in Module 15. Cut your bear out, and when your painting is dry, glue it right at the bottom of your page. Photograph and upload your artwork to Artsonia in the gallery called Polar Bears. I can't wait to see all of your cool artwork. I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I hope you enjoy making art with me while we're apart. Bye!